Welcome back to Just Scribble. I love coloring books. I have always loved coloring books, and the coloring books that I love the most as an adult are Joanna Basford's coloring books. I think I have every coloring book she's ever made, and although I am honestly very inconsistent in coloring in them because I just never seem to find the time to color on a regular basis, I still really love coloring books and coloring, and I still really love hers. But as much as I love her coloring books, there's a lot of detail in them, and sometimes I want to color like I did when I was a kid. I want to just have fun and color in nice big spaces with a crayon or a marker and not worry about the pretty paper and the beautiful details, and just kind of relax, veg out, and color while watching a movie. But finding a coloring book that I like, that's my aesthetic, that isn't a kid's coloring book on the really crummy paper is kind of hard. But while I was doing Easter shopping and Easter basket shopping, I came across two coloring books that I bought for myself for Easter. And I thought I would just do a quick little video with you guys and share these coloring books because I thought they were really fun. One is a traditional coloring book, and the other one is a very different take on a coloring book. So I thought we would just check them out. Now, I am a huge fan of Friends. I have seen every episode of Friends. I couldn't even count the number of times. It's a show that I put on in the background all the time when I'm doing dishes or folding laundry. And I came across this official Friends television series coloring book, and I had to buy it. And I think it is so cute. So I thought we would just do a little flip through and check it out, and then we will check out this other coloring book. Now, this Friends coloring book is not super nice paper. It's not the thick coloring book paper that you get from Joanna Basford, so you're not going to be able to use some of the markers that you may have or paints that you may normally color with without it bleeding through or showing through to the other side. So I actually thought about buying two of these so that way I could do front to back in one of them and then back to front in the other one, and I still may do that. But for right now, I just snagged one because maybe I will only like the pictures on one side of the page or the other. The pages in the book are perforated, if you can see that. So you can actually tear them out to color or after you've colored them, which I thought was really cute. It is from Scholastic, and it's just these cute doodly takes on Friends. A little bit kawaii inspired, and I just thought it was really cute. It does have the Warner Brothers over here, and then I'm just gonna flip through it. It has different things about the show: Marcel the Monkey, Central Perk, You Are My Lobster. Just some really fun things to color that you don't have to think about, and you can just kind of color like you were a kid. And I thought it was just a really fun coloring book. I like that the paper is white because, you know, kids coloring books, a lot of times it's that sort of gray, not newspaper, but that cheap kind of grayish beige paper. And this is nicer than that. Like I said, it's not Joanna Basford adult coloring book nice, but it is a nice white paper. And it just covers all of the characters and a lot of our favorite quotes from the show. If I was using markers on these, I may have to get a second one to do the front and back thing. But if I use colored pencils or something like that, I can actually just color both sides in this. I would definitely probably put blotter paper down between the pages when I'm coloring, just in case. I love this. So that something wouldn't bleed through to the next page, even if it showed up on the back. But they're so fun and cute. I think it would be a fun thing to take like when we go to the beach or on a road trip. I just want something to do like in a hotel room at night when you're just watching TV, waiting to go to bed after like a dinner out. If you had a really rough day and you were binging some Friends episodes, you could color. And they kind of cover pretty much all of the big points and items and quotes, the memorable moments of the show. Do you guys color? I would love to know if you guys color. Do you also have an addiction or infatuation with coloring books? Are you better about actually coloring in them than I am? I will have to share my Joanna Basford collection completely. I do love her coloring books, and I've actually taken classes of hers, courses where I learned how to draw, and they are a ton of fun and so nice as well. But like I said, I just wanted a fun, easy, almost kid-like, but in a more adult, grown-up version of a kid's coloring book. And that's it. I just thought it was a fun, doodly, unique coloring book, so I thought I would share it. I do have this in my Amazon shop, so I'll put links to that down below. Anything you buy from that shop, I get a little bit of affiliate income or commission. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me out a little bit. It gives me a little bit more income so I can do more giveaways and things like that. But that is the Friends coloring book, so I wanted to share that with you guys. And then this is the other coloring book, and I am so excited for this coloring book. This is actually something that I have thought about doing in my own journals, to lay down watercolors and paints and then see what I see in the paints and how they lay down and draw on top of them, or just doodle over them. And sometimes I do it, but I'm not really consistent with it. And I am a very type A personality, so sometimes it's hard for me to let go enough to just kind of go with it and free flow. So when I saw this reverse coloring book, I thought this might be perfect for me because it will kind of get me out of my comfort zone a little bit, turn on the creative side of my brain, and just kind of help me get out of my own head and just relax and put pen to paper in a less structured way. So it's not drawing, it's not necessarily doodling, it's just kind of free form all over the place. So this coloring book, you don't actually color. The pages are already colored, you draw the lines. And I just think it's such a neat concept. It's not something that I've seen in a printed book before. The pages are really nice and thick. It does have ideas for you, ways that you can do some doodles, different pen tip sizes here, suggestions for how you can do different things on the page to get your own drawings out. It reminds me a lot of Ali Brown's style of art, where she lays down watercolors and paints and then she does her beautiful florals on top of it. And so I feel like it would kind of help me get into that sort of zone and to kind of just relax and release and just kind of do more fluid pen work, something that's a little bit less structured, if that makes sense. But each page just has beautiful colors on it, and then you go in and you can add your pen however you want. If you see something in the paint, you could draw what you see. You could do this sort of loose lines like it shows there. You could outline it all. And it's all one-sided, which I actually prefer in a coloring book, although this is obviously not coloring. It's drawing lines because it's a reverse book. But I thought if I did this, maybe then I would start doing this on my own more. Maybe it would help me get a little bit more comfortable with that, and then I can practice my watercolors and laying down similar things on my own and then adding the drawings on top myself. This is definitely something that I haven't seen before. I don't know if this is something you've seen before. Now, I take that back. I have seen people do this before in their art journals or in their journals or in their Hobonichis. It's a book or a coloring book I've never seen before. And I just thought it was really neat and a really fun, unique idea. So I bought myself this for Easter. This was my Easter basket, my 2 coloring books. And I thought it would be nice to share this with you guys. I have been sick, and then I had a severe ear infection. I couldn't hear, so I couldn't video. And I figured now that Easter was yesterday, now that Easter is past, and I'm actually feeling well enough to film, and I can hear again, so I can speak to you guys, that I would share these, and it would help me get back into the video groove. But also it would give you guys a little bit of something different on my channel. I do have a lot of different things planned for my channel, but this is something that I can do easily, kind of coming off of being sick. I also think that the watercolor effects on this are just really, really pretty. I think she did a really good job with this. And I like the different colors that she used. It's just kind of making my brain spin with ideas on ways that I could do these pages. And I mean, really, if you had two of these books, you could do them in completely different ways. I also think this would be a good gift for a tween or a teen that you know that's kind of into art. Be a nice, easy gift for them with like a package of bigger microns. Be a really nice little gift set. That looks like a storm. And that's the end. And these also are perforated. So you can tear them out to work on them or tear them out after you are done. Or if you don't like a bound book, although I think once trained, this one will lay pretty flat pretty easily. But if you don't like a bound book, you could tear them out, you could punch them, you could put them into a disc bound planner, or you could take them to Staples or Office Max and you could have them spiral bounded if you wanted, whatever it is that you wanted. That is my reverse coloring book from Kendra Norton. So I was just really excited for these and felt really creative when I found them, and a little bit like a kid, excited for my little Easter presents and excited to just kind of relax and doodle and have fun and color. And so I thought I would share them with you guys so you guys could check them out as well, because maybe you were looking for something that would give you a little bit of a moment of relaxation, a way to be creative without having to prep and really be creative, to think about what to put down on paper, what you wanted to doodle, what you wanted to draw, so you could just color easily like you did when you were a kid, or you could doodle on the reverse coloring pages and just have a nice moment for yourself. So I just thought I would share this with you guys. Like I said, these will be in my Amazon storefront, and I'll put the link down below so you guys can check it out. If you have any questions or comments about these two coloring books, please don't hesitate to comment below and I will definitely get back with you. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like this share of my Easter basket haul of coloring books. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and don't forget to just scribble.